Hey, what's up everyone? Sean here from Step by Step Excel Training, and in this video I'm going to go over the AND and the OR logical functions in Excel. Now these two functions are going to give you a true or false reply if you just use the AND and the OR functions, and that true or false depends on the criteria that you set up when creating the formula or when creating the functions within a formula in Excel. So I have these two criteria in the AND tab, and it's looking at some quarterback stats from football in 2019. And what I want to know is, does each quarterback have either 3,000 plus passing yards and 30 plus touchdowns, and then also 3,500 plus passing yards and less than 10 interceptions? So the first thing I'm going to do is this example, and I'm going to go equals and. When I open the brackets, it's going to ask for a logical argument, and this is where we identify, what are we looking to see if it's true or false. And so for this first one, it's going to be 3,000 plus passing yards and 30 plus touchdowns. So the first logical argument is going to be D3 greater than or equal to 3,000. And we'll press a comma, and it's going to ask us for a second logical argument, and we're going to type in E3 greater than or equal to 30, because we want to know if any of these quarterbacks have more than 3,000 passing yards and more than 30 plus touchdowns. So if I hit enter, you'll see that it's going to give me a false reply, and that's because while Aaron Rodgers has over 3,000 passing yards, he has 26 touchdown passes, which doesn't meet this second criteria in the AND function. So if I copy this down by double clicking, you'll see that as I go down, there's some trues in here as well. So if I look at the first true, it's Dak Prescott. So does he have 3,000 plus passing yards? Yes, he has 4,900 and 30 plus touchdowns. So he has exactly 30, and that's where we put in greater than or equal to 30. So because the passing yards are greater than or equal to 4,000 and the touchdowns are greater than or equal to 30, it's going to give us a true reply. Now in this second one, let's take a look. If I type in equals and, so again we want to say D3 greater than or equal to 3,500, and then this time we want to look at F3, is it less than 10? So that's less than 10 interceptions. So now you'll see that it's true because he has 3,500 plus passing yards because he has 4,000 and he has less than 10 interceptions. But now if I come down to Dak Prescott, you'll see that this is now false, because while he does have 3,500 plus passing yards, he doesn't have less than 10 interceptions. So that's how you use the AND, because both criteria have to be met in order to give you a true response when you are finished with the formula. Now I'm going to jump over quickly to this OR tab, and this is very similar, except instead of both criteria or multiple criteria having to be met, only one of the criteria laid out, or one of the logical arguments, has to be true. So let's come in here and see, okay, so I want to go equals OR D3 greater than or equal to, what was it, 4,030 plus, okay, equals OR greater than or equal to 4,000, or was this greater than or equal to 30? Okay, so it's true. So even though he doesn't have 30 plus touchdowns, because he has 4,000 or more passing yards, it's true, because only one of the criteria has to be true. Okay, now if I come down to false for Baker Mayfield, it's going to be false because he doesn't have 4,000 plus passing yards or 30 plus touchdown passes. Whereas if you come down here, you can see he has more than 4,000. He doesn't have more than 30, but he does have more than 4,000. So one of these criteria is being met. So again, I'll just quickly do this. Equals or greater than or equal to 4,500. And then interceptions less than 10. And so again, you'll see that it's true here, because he doesn't have 4,500 plus passing yards, but he does have less than 10 interceptions. So again, the difference between the AND and the OR is that both or all criteria within the function or within the arguments has to be met for it to give us a true reply in the AND function. but with the OR function, only one of them. So I could also add in here, let's add in a text as well. So if this is false right now, if I come in here, I'll just take this out so that it's not as... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to type in another criteria. So these are all false. And then I'm going to type in another criteria and I'm going to say conference equals, and then in brackets, AFC. So now when I hit enter, because I've entered in this, introduced this new argument to see if C4, if he's in the AFC conference, now it's true, because when I undo this Control Z, none of these two criteria are being met. But when I add in this third criteria, because it is, and because we're using the OR function, only one criteria has to be met to give us this true reply. So hopefully this has taught you a little more about the AND and the OR functions in Excel. And if you found this video helpful and got some value from it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe.